Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about Primark kind of expanding their kind of skin colour types to include more people of colour. So this week someone informed me that I should go hit up Primark because they're doing tights for like black people now, and like they're doing like a wider range of skin colours for like skin coloured tights, and anyone who's black or like medium tone knows that, you know, most of the time if you want skin colored tights, you're probably going to have to ship them in for another country, and they're probably really expensive, or you just have to like try and make something work that doesn't really work, but you're just trying to make it work kind of thing. So everybody knows that Primark is cheap, so yes, it is really cheap. It's like £3, £3.50. I'll check the packet actually. Yeah. It's £3 for a pack of 5, which is reasonably cheap, but you know, everyone knows Primark is just rubbish quality. You're not going to get good quality tights from Primark, but it's really inexpensive, so you can kind of just buy a lot kind of thing. It's quite, you know, quite inexpensive, so if, you know, the tights do rip or something, you can use the other in the pack and then you can just buy a new one. But yeah, so they're not the best quality, but there is a wider colour range. Also, what I noticed on my trip to Primark, I went to the one in Westfield, White City, if you're wondering, but I'm sure that there should be, I haven't checked like kind of local Primarks, but like the big shopping centre, shopping city places should have them. Like I said, I don't know about the smaller ones. So I went to White City. The person who told me that they had tights for black people went to the Oxford Street one and stumbled upon them. I also kind of preed that they're kind of doing like nude bras as well, so I'll like insert a picture because I took a picture of them. So they've got like two kind of lighter kind of colours. One's kind of like a more beigey, one's more yellowy kind of thing, and then they've got like two for deeper skin tones. They've got this like, I don't know how to describe it, it's like a greyish brown colour, kind of like medium. I don't know what kind of skin type I'd compare it to, but it's like a medium if you have like kind of like a greyish tone, brown. And then there's like a brown, but it's not like the staple dark brown that they usually go for. It's darker than that, so it's kind of like kind of more on the darker side of the block of the kind of stereotypical dark. So I guess people who usually are dark and can't even like kind of fit into the darkest skin tone that they have, you know, a colour to wear there. Again, I don't really fit into any of those categories, but you know, honestly, I don't really expect much from Primark, but they've made some new kind of nude bra colours. It's only kind of one t-shirt bra. They haven't expanded it to all of their kind of bras because they do have different nude bras, but they kind of just stuck to like the beige for the rest of them. But for like one kind of range of t-shirt bra, they have 2 extra colours, so if anyone was wondering that. But for the skin colour tights, they have four shades now. So they have kind of a nude one, which I guess is like universal for kind of like Caucasian, maybe lighter Asian women kind of thing. Then they have like a bronzy kind of colour, which is again got that kind of greyish look to it. I guess medium people with kind of like a greyish undertone. Then they have like it's called natural tan, but it's kind of like really, really tan, like kind of like lighter skin black women or like medium Asian women, kind of that kind of colour range. And then they have the kind of stereotypical, they've even called it cocoa, which is, should let you know, you can kind of imagine in your brain what it looks like. I picked up a pair of them, and my sister picked up a pair of the natural tan one. She's kindly let me use them for this video, so thank you. I'm kind of like in the middle of like in the middle spectrum, so like often the block dark colour is too dark for me, and like the block kind of almost like light skinned black woman is too light for me, so I'm kind of in the middle. But so I picked up both, but I'm leaning towards the darker one because I'd rather have legs that were slightly too dark than legs that were slightly too light, if you get what I mean. So I'm gonna try on both for you. I recommend everyone go have a little pre. So I'll try on. So this is what kind of the medium one kind of looks like. I do believe like my sister just tried to put some like foundation on it to try and darken it, but I feel like these ones are untouched. But I'll put them on and I'll let you know what they look like. But this is what kind of the medium tone looks like. I took a picture of my arm in it so you can kind of see the lighting isn't that great. So yeah, but that's kind of just what it looks like. And for those of you who are wondering kind of what skin tone I am, I usually wear like NW45 in MAC as like a colour reference, and I'll put like the colours in my other foundations that I wear as well, just for kind of like a colour reference. And this is the cocoa one. I got these in glossy, by the way. And the matte one, I just feel like they look a bit ashy, so they have glossy and matte. This is the cocoa. As you can see, it's leaning towards, I'd say, NW48, NW50 kind of colour. It'd probably be perfect if you were that kind of colour. This one is kind of, I'd say it's kind of like NW40 kind of colour. You might be able to get away with it. My legs are quite paler than the rest of my body, but not that pale. So, but I'll try both of them on so you can kind of get a feel, if you're around my shade, what colour you should get. By the way, these are like tender now, if I forgot to say. So these are what they look like on. I do think they might look a little bit dusty. I don't know if it's just me. As you can see, they're already a bit laddered down there, so they do kind of rip easily, so you have to take care when you're putting them on. But yeah, I guess kind of NW45 colour, you could probably get away with these. I definitely would just like it just a smidge darker for these, but I definitely think you could get away with these. So these are what the darker ones look like on. As you can see, my legs kind of look a little bit tanned. I kind of prefer this to the slightly lighter ones, because I just think that they looked a tad too light. So this is it compared to like what my legs usually look like. You can see it's not that much of a difference. So I think if you're NW45, I'd probably recommend going with these ones. And I'd also note that the natural tan ones are look a bit darker as well, because my sister put some foundation on it, so it looks a bit darker anyway. So in real life it is it is a bit lighter, like a shade or two lighter. But I definitely recommend these. They make your legs look extra smooth if you get it in the glossy. Like I said, I recommend the glossy rather than the matte. The matte kind of makes you look a bit ashy. And yeah, they make your legs look really smooth. You can't see the hairs, like if you just zoom in a bit. So, like I haven't shaved my legs in like a week and a half and you can't see it. So yeah, babe. Can't be asked to shave your legs. Whack a pair of these on, babe. So that's the end of my video. I hope this has helped you, women of colour out there, find some really cheap skin coloured tights, because I know it's hard out there to find skin coloured tights that work for you but are way too expensive. So yeah, I'd really recommend getting them. Obviously, you're not going to get great quality with Primark, but they give you what you want. So until next time, bye!